After Annabelle's success, Part 1, Doll is back in Part 2, but it's about going back in time to answer a question. Where did Annabelle actually come from? The story begins in a man's house, porcelain doll-making artist. It was Annabelle who later looked terrible, but the limited edition only has 100 copies. Later know how many people are hunting to buy it. The old man was working when a piece of paper slipped through the door. It says, "Find me." So let's get out of the house, with his wife grabbing the child. And this girl's name is Annabelle. 3 people live happily until one day. Annabelle plunged head into the truck, and it opens up a tragic story. 12 years after an orphanage car moved to the old man's house, a sister and 6 daughters. There's a sick kid in there named Janice. The old man is still there, but the house is too big. It's better to let the kids go to Chung Cho. The house has 2 floors. Janice had trouble getting upstairs, but she was fine. The old man made a chair. Automatic, 2nd floor for wife. Modern enough to wear a seatbelt. Just get started. Janice just went upstairs. There's a pale white friend standing in the dark. She looked out but was afraid not to show up in front of her. Janice also chose the room, but the big boys are together. You have to find the other room. There's a height marker on the outside of this room. Strangely, the old man forbade her to come in, so I'm with my best friend. Linda's in a room full of doll parts. After choosing, the whole group asked to go out and play. Only Janice is even on the room. It's sad to see people running, so the ghost went out to make friends. You bring the accident at your feet. That's it, there's nothing else. The dinner was missing the hostess. This woman is in a blind bed. The bell rings for her husband to serve. A little girl peeking inside. I don't know what to see, but my face is full of confusion. The night things start to get strange. The AI slipped the paper through Janice's door. There was only one line inside. Hit like and subscribe. The link is in the video description below. Section description and comments. It says, "Find me." Janice Curious goes out. I saw the paper outside the room, even though it's forbidden. And I've just moved into someone's house. Janice, God willing, just push the door in as permitted. Inside is a room full of toys. Janice found a key and opened the side door and found the porcelain doll, but everyone knows which one. Janice closed the door, but then it slowly opened. Even if you lock the door, it doesn't work. So Janice covered the doll with a blanket, but it flies like a doll that gets up and walks around. Put Janice in the corner, and every step of it pulls the blanket down. Then there's nothing inside. Janice rushed out of the room, and then the door automatically closes and she's temporarily safe. But the demon in the house was unleashed the next morning. The sisters are on a gossip spree. Each other's landlady has a porcelain face. Then the older ones find. I sent Linda away, so I told her to go hide and seek. In the meantime, Janice went to the nun and confessed that she went to the restraining room. But I'm talking about the ghost meeting. She thinks that's why. An excuse for a mistake. That doesn't solve anything. Just in time, Linda came in. She's still innocently looking for a place to hide. Into the basement of the stairs, but the doll's already in there, with a demon in the background. He pulled the doll in, threatened Linda to fall on her back outside. That night, the old man went to fix the room. He saw a picture of 4 women peeking outside, of a hazy woman in the dark. It's Valak, but it has nothing to do with this movie. To that night, the 2 oldest sisters tell each other ghost stories, create the image of the murderous landlady. At that moment, the boss's bell rang for her husband. The light in their hands went out. Suddenly, a shadow of a man is walking outside the door. Move closer to the 2 sisters. He grabbed a child and disappeared. When she heard the sound, she rushed over. But I didn't believe the landlady, at midnight threatening people. I see you 2 have something strange. Janice came to talk the next day, but afraid of the old man. They both don't want to talk about it. She didn't believe it, but went to see her boss. Janice was looking from the outside. The owner told the story of her lost daughter. He told her to turn her back and let her drink. But in the mirror, she saw that she was wearing a porcelain mask. Janice outside decided she'd seen enough. I borrowed the picture of my daughter hanging on the wall. Bring it back to the room. This picture is very modern. Put it in the dark and her eyes are in pieces. It's just at that moment when the music starts. Janice went to the forbidden room. The sound that comes out of a spinning record. This time Linda heard it too. She looked at the doll on the bed, and then he took a gun and shot the ball right in the face of the doll. I turned around and saw the doll staring at me. Janice knew the room wasn't healthy, so she sent you home early. Stay alone and find out everything. The door suddenly closed, and this time the orthopedic ghost appeared. It looks friendly, but turning around is asking for her soul. Janice was pulled up by it. Under the floor, she tried to crawl out. but all the other rooms' doors are slamming. Do not enter. Janice just ran out to the automatic chair. What the hell is your ass wearing a seatbelt? The chair slowly came down in her impatience. But halfway through, it comes back to you. On the second floor, there was a long silence. Then the chair popped up, knocked her down to the first floor and fainted after the storm that night. Janice upgraded from one limp to a full set. She begged me to move house, but there's nowhere to go. Even if Janice talked about the demon hunting her, even the nun got haunted by the poverty demon. Janice slept on the couch downstairs for Linda, alone above. The doll is in the next room, leisurely rocking on a dashing chair. Linda is scared. Stay at the door all night, shoot the ball outside with a gun, then use the zipper again. For the third time, the rope tightened. It's like that AI has its head on Kia. Then the gun was dragged away. Who said the ghost's sleeping? He likes to do it. Linda climbed into the bunk in fear. And then the lights go off every barefoot. Step outside the door. She looked down at the bed below. I saw the doll smiling. Then a black hand pulled it away. Linda was scared to go to sleep, and she forgot about it the next morning. Outside, she pushed Janice to the sun. Then leave her outside alone. Suddenly, there's something. Come and push the wheelchair. Threw her in the warehouse and locked the door. The furniture inside started to crack. Janice got scared and went to the floor, like a ghost waiting at the bottom, to do an oral blood transfusion. After that, she discovered something unusual. But Janice was dead. Only the devil with a smile is left. But only Linda found out what was wrong. She told the rest of the sisters. But people think Janice is playing to get attention. Nothing happened that night. It's morning, but Linda's scared to sit outside. The old man came to visit, so she poured out all her doubts in Ra's heart. The old man was furious when he heard the doll. Take the price into the house. I found the doll sitting in the dining room, along with the paper on the table. I found you. Janice showed up at the right time. The space began to darken. One eye lit up. The hand holding his price bar was broken with every finger. She heard a scream and ran into the house. But the old man yelled back, I see things go too far. Janice was sleeping. Linda just stole the doll and threw it away. When you see it, follow Linda. He dropped it into a well and was dragged down by a pair of hands. Fortunately, she ran to the rescue in time. Closed the well and run straight into the house. Linda was happy to show off to Janice, but where she sleeps down here is the doll. She took it and asked the boss. It turns out that the couple missed you so much that they called the soul and agreed to let it enter the doll until it attacked the boss, make the face deform and have to wear a porcelain mask. The doll was sealed in a room of holy books. It was quiet for 12 years, and her little girl Gina's attack others. The landlady was the first victim tonight. Hurry up and save the girls. Janice stopped the door. You just mumbled a prayer. But the devil is locked in the room. The whole Bible is more important than your sister. And then he threw it against the wall. 2 kids can run out. But Linda, so she's trapped, and she runs into the forbidden room, and then down the food ladder, down to the boss's room. The body suddenly came alive and crawled towards her, so Linda's back on the ladder. She tries to walk up, like a demon pulling down. That is, she climbed out and grabbed the rope and climbed up. She's out looking for people. But the house is empty. On the first floor, only Janice was waiting with a knife. Linda is smart now. Into the doll's ceiling room to hide, but only for a while. Janice is about to skewer her friend. Then you come in, the cross around her neck, and push it straight into the seal room. The devil goes crazy smashing babes. The house lights up and it's quiet again. A few hours later, the police arrive. There's only one big hole in the sealed room. I didn't find Janice until the next morning. The doll was also taken away by the police. Janice is hiding at another orphanage, changed her name to Annabelle, and adopted by Huggins and his wife. I grew up running a cult of demons. Run back and tell father and mother. Her neighbors are John and Mia. And then it's the story of Annabelle, part 1. And now I'm John. Hi, see you later.